Hello, happy Thursday. I am finally sitting down to plan my meals. Yesterday I got really busy and didn't have a chance to do it. So I'm making sure, even though it's late right now, I'm making sure that I go ahead and get it done because I know how important it is, especially with the busy week that we have coming up. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. So if you haven't followed my meal planning before, I like to start with the meal plan template. You can find the meal plan templates in the What's Working Here. If you go under Resource Library, you can find them for portion fix, gut protocol, time nutrition if you're doing that, carb cycling. There's all different meal plan templates, A through F, I think is as high as it go. I'm not sure. You can find all those there. And I like to use them as a starting point. So the my meal plan template that I'm starting with is actually, it's a 4-week gut protocol. Except for the first one, I took all the A's and B's off of there because I'm not filing this under 4-week gut protocol because I am kind of mixing it up and adding in some different non-approved things here and there. So I didn't want to confuse people by having all of the A's and B's on there. But this is what I'm starting with and then building out from there. So the first thing I do is I put the day of the week and the dates and then anything we have going on. We have a soccer tournament this weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed it doesn't rain. So that means a lot of out. You'll see I did put like some eggs and stuff like that. It's going to be hotel breakfast. We'll see what we can find. I'm probably going to have to, when we go out to eat, stock up on the veggies at lunch and dinner, that sort of thing. But I do plan to bring my pickled okra with me. That's my kind of favorite afternoon snack veggie right now, and maybe some carrots. So I'll pack a couple veggies with me, but then hopefully while we're out, I'll be able to do that. And then I plan on bringing, I think I'm going to take the vanilla chai, the new Shakeology flavor, and just shake it up in the shaker. And then I'll eat a banana on the side as well. So again, more greens I'm going to have to make up for. So I put in the days, the day of the week, what we have going on. We've got football games, practice, because you want to know if you're going to be out at the soccer field, you're not going to be able to make a dinner. I don't have carpool to do that day, so I can actually make dinner. But like before the football game, I know I need something quick because my husband and I usually eat before we go to the football game, and so I want something that I can make really quick before we go. So put in all that information, and then I start filling out my meal plan. So my meal one is always my shake, so I just copy and paste that for meal one every day. Then I pick 2 meal twos, so 2 breakfast type meals. I pick 2 of those for the week, and then I alternate them. You can see it's not alternated here yet because I've just had it as a placeholder. But I picked a spinach egg scramble with some toast, and then some eggs, tomato, and then hash browns as my 2 choices. And then I picked 2 lunches. You can see I've got out. I actually just planned the itinerary for our soccer team, and they moved the field, so our choices for lunch had to change. And trying to find an outdoor area so we can bring Ranger with us in some place where the boys can be all stinky and no one cares. So a nice patio. So I found some areas for that. But then I pick 2 lunches normally for the week. So I've got my Greek grain bowl and the quinoa garden salad, which you can see are hyperlinked because I have been busy putting recipes up on the website. So you can find all the new recipes are things that I ate during gut protocol. So you can use them for 4-week gut protocol. Taco salad, Greek grain bowl, the Asian noodle bowl, the quinoa garden salad, and the Southwest salad bowl. Those are all things that I came up with while I was eating on 4-week gut protocol. So you can click the link for those recipes. So I picked 2 of those, and then again I picked 2 snacks for the week, and then I alternate those as well. So you can see I've got the pickled okra, strawberries with some coconut yogurt, and then some carrots with some cashews and blueberries. Yes, and I copied that. So now all I have left is to plan dinner, which we're not going to be, we won't be home for most of the time when I usually cook, because I usually cook 4 nights a week. So I did, usually Thursdays are leftover night, but I did bump it to Friday since we're going to be eating out. The beginning of the week, I figured we could not maybe eat out so much at the end. So I'll be eating out those days. And then Tuesday, I have just a really simple taco salad. I may or may not use my yellow there, depending on how I'm feeling after the weekend. I may just make it. The recipe itself is just a green and a red. It might be 2 greens and a red, so that'll help me get in some extra greens. And then I chose lemon dill salmon with asparagus and brown rice. Oh, and now I'm just realizing that I have asparagus on here twice, but that's okay. We haven't had it in a while. And then for Thursday, I picked a sheet pan sausage with asparagus and potatoes. I think 2 days of asparagus will be okay. And then, like I mentioned, on Friday, we'll eat leftovers, and then Saturday, we usually eat out. And we do have a soccer game the next Saturday, and I do have the lunch on here. We have been known to pack our lunch and eat lunch, especially because I was noticing the tournament this weekend. We're eating at mealtime. We're playing at meal times. Like, we have a 12:30 game. I'm like, okay, that's right around my lunchtime. And a 6:30 game. I'm like, and that's my dinner time. I'm like, this is very hard to plan around. So, hopefully I won't get too hangry as I adjust the meal planning. But we do pack snacks, and maybe I'll pack some of those veggies or salad or something to eat while we're watching the games before we go. That's actually a good idea. I think we have a mini fridge. Maybe I'll pack some little salads to take with us to get our greens in, and then have something to eat before the game. But that's how I do my meal planning. If you have questions about meal planning, let me know, and I am happy to help you out.